guys, welcome back for another application problem. Today's problem says, Maxim had 9 flowers in his garden. He had 2 vases. Draw one way he can put those flowers into his vases. So he has 2 vases, and he has 9 flowers, and we want to split them up. So this is going to be one of those problems where your answer might look different than mine, and if we had a whole class of people, you might have different answers than your friends, but they're not going to be wrong because there's different ways to make 9. So we need to think about our total of 9. I'm going to do a quick example. So if I have these crayons, and I have 9 crayons, I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we're going to pretend these are Maxim's 9 flowers. So just circle that because that's our whole. Our whole is 9. Okay. And how many vases do we have to put these in? I want you to look at our problem and see if you can find the other number of how many vases that we have to put these in. Yeah, we have 2 vases. So I'm going to show you. We have 1, 2. Actually, maybe I'll take this away so you can see them a little bit better. 2 vases, and then we have 9 flowers. So I could just put some in this one, and I could put some in that one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this one, and I have 1, 2, 3 in that one. That's one way to make 9. I could just put maybe 1 in this vase and the rest in here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in that one. And I have 1 in here. So what I want you to do is, this is just a couple examples of how I can make different flowers and vases. And I want you to see if you can come up with a different way, or maybe it's the same way as I used for flowers and vases. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw your 2 vases. I'm just going to do mine some rectangles. So 1 and 2. If you need to pause me, go ahead and pause and just make sure you have your 2 vases. All right, now that you have your 2 vases, I want you to draw your 9 flowers in. So remember, yours might look a little bit different than mine. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to start at 1, and I'm going to stop when I get to our whole, which is 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to give this other one, and 9. So now we have my 9 flowers. So I want you to pause and give your vases 9 flowers all together. They shouldn't be 9 in one because we want a little bit in both. Make sure you start at 1 and give a little bit of both to each vase. All right, so go ahead and pause. Okay, so now that you have your flowers in your vases, you can, if you're not sure, you can pause and ask a grown-up or a brother or sister in the house to make sure that you have 9 flowers in each vase. Or not 9 flowers in each vase, 9 flowers all together between the 2 vases. Okay, now I want you to make a number bond to go with your vase. So I want you to get this first vase, and I want you to count how many you have. Remember, yours might look a little different than mine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this one. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one. So let's go ahead and draw our number bond. And I want you to think about what our hole is that's going to go up here. We're all going to actually have the same hole, but we're going to have different parts. So what is our hole? Yeah, you got it. It's 9. So we are going to draw 9 because Max had those 9 flowers all together. All right, now that if you don't have your number bond and your 9 in the hole, go ahead and pause and catch up. Okay, now that you have your 9 in your hole, I want you to count how many you have in your first part. So pause, count how many you have in your first vase, and put that number in one of your parts. Okay, I'm gonna count mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, yours might look different than mine, but that's in my first part. Now I want you to pause and count how many are in your second vase, your other part. So go ahead and pause, count how many flowers you have in your second vase, and write that number right in our other part. Okay, mine is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a part of 5 and 4. And you guessed it, 5 and 4 make 9. You might have a different number bond. You might have, let me get out my vases and flowers again. You might have 1 and 8. I'm going to actually do those down at the bottom so you can see. So you might have, let's see, so 9, and you might have 1 and 8. Or you might have 2 and 7. Get this up here a little bit. So 9. It's going to be kind of messy. And 7. Or you might have 3 and 6 because 3 and 6 make 9. Or you might have 4 and 5 because 4 and 5 make 9. Or you might have it the opposite. You might have 4 here and 5 there. Your parts just might be flip-flopped. But here are some ways to make 9. All right, guys, just make sure you're checking in with a grown-up at home and making sure that your number bonds look good and your vases look good. And then you guys can have a good rest of your day. All right, I will see you soon. Bye.